We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the LA Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Number 67 makes his big league debut. Robbie Ray will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Robbie Ray is quietly developing into one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Unfortunately, he gets lost in the shadow because of guys like Clayton Kershaw and Rich Hill. Big arm from Robbie Ray. Not a real big guy, but 95 to 97, good hard slider. His changeup has gotten better, and you'll know if he's on early because you'll see lots of swings and misses. This guy can rack up the strikeouts.
Justin Turner is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
706.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Turner swings, and it's a very well hit ball to left. Looking up is Peralta. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game.
This guy has some pop. You can't just lay one in there. What happens? He leads the game off just like that. It's 1-0.
Here's Corey Seager. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's got 5 base hits in 32 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Now here it comes. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 gets him looking. Strike 3.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
2-1 now to Mookie. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Cody Bellinger is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really.
And hold on now. That's a fair ball down the left field line. Should be at least a double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Max Muncy stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Now it's 2-0.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at bat. Not much reason for it.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Count even at 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now. 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. David Price, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Stepping up now, Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Down the third baseline. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. He'll get it into second, and he's safe.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Stepping in now, Nick Ahmed, as he hits one on a line to left field. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number one. Throw won't get him. So striding in, Ketel Marte, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul.
He's going to eliminate that pitch right there. He was all over that, just wasn't able to keep it fair, but he's not going to see that pitch again.
Turner is under it, 2 gone. So a man at third here with 2 gone. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Seared down the first baseline. Ready with the 0-1.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Started to go. They'll look for the... Back in Los Angeles for the second, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the weather forecasts I'm hearing down here point to a fairly significant threat of rain later in the ball game. Of course, the grounds crew and umpires will work to get this one in without delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it's impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk. For now, we'll have to wait and see how things develop.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table.
Stepping in, Keibert Ruiz. And as a former late-round draft pick, it really speaks to the hard work he's put in at the minor league level to make the opening day roster here.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late-round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So striding forward now, Zach McKinstry. And this at-bat marks the beginning of his big league career. An exciting moment for him.
Yeah, you just don't have the opportunities to fail when they invest minimal money in you. It shows how hard this guy has had to work to grind through the minor leagues and get to this point.
Behind 0-2 now. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Even though that wasn't a fastball, it's never fun seeing a pitch come right at your head. Your first thing is to dive out of the way. It's not to see if you could see the stitching of a slider and decipher whether...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Eduardo Escobar. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. 0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
You could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he finally puts him away here as he strikes him out after an 11-pitch at bat.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Carson Kelly is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Price ready with the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. Price has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Now in the box, David Price. 9-1-2 due up.
Number 33, David Price.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
Peralta is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out.
The third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Turner, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. 1 ball, no. One and one to the Dodgers leadoff man. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting,
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. Here's the first pitch to him. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Bottom of the third now, and standing in as the switch hitting second baseman, Ildemaro Vargas. Hit on the ground to third. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And next to bat, it'll be the pitcher, Robbie Ray. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Scooped up, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Starling Marte. Lifted in the air out to left. Bellinger's under it, and that's the third out. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Infield in the overshift. Marte is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. So here's Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Bellinger is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
And now a pitch on the way. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I think that base hit surprised him more than anything. He's gotten so used to setting guys down at 9 in a row at that point that he just assumed he'd get him too.
To the plate now, A.J. Pollock, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Two balls and a strike. 2 out with the man at first. Snap throw from the catcher, but he's back in safely. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Up next to the Dodgers.
Now to the plate, Keibert Ruiz. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Muncy over at second. Pollock on at first with 2 down. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Outside, 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2-2 to the Dodgers catcher. Snap throw to first, but he gets back in time. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, but they're on top 1-0. Clayton Kershaw is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his third game so far this spring.
Number 22, Clayton Kershaw.
Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
For the Diamondbacks, the shortstop.
Popped him up. Muncy in foul ground. One away. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Ketel Marte 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he lays off there 1-0. No runs, just one hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Now back, left fielder, David.
And now they've got him picked off. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
I'm not here to make excuses, but it is cold tonight, and it looks a little damp out there, too. The ball might have just slipped out of his hands on that one.
Standing in now, David Peralta, as the first pitch to him is number 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Peralta, a 32-year-old veteran. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He checks his swing. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Rusty Valentine. Ball 1. The 1-2 is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. But the throw will be well late. So a good play, but it's all for naught as that'll be an infield single.
Number 5.
So here's Eduardo Escobar as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Here comes the 0-1. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Digging in to try it again, Carson Kelly. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner. Strike 1. Comes set. The 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
The 0-2. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
First delivery to him on the way. McKinstry, just 24 years of age. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Kershaw.
At the plate now, Clayton Kershaw. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike one.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Swing, and he pops him up. Peralta on the move, but this will land untouched. Now another 0-2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
The third baseman, Justin Turner.
At the plate, Justin Turner. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Marte is under it, and the inning is over. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. He said that although he's not against swinging at the first pitch, today they're doing so way too often and at well-executed pitches. As a result, 6 of their at-bats have resulted in outs on just the first pitch.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Jimmy Nelson, a right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
Nelson.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Christian Walker. And the pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Ready for another chance? Ildemaro Vargas. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. And that's swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Breaking ball called just a bit low. The 2-1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next to bat, it'll be the pitcher, Robbie Ray. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Bellinger is there, and he'll put it away to retire. Here's Corey Seager. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
The shortstop, Corey Seager.
First pitch on its way. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets them going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
Mookie Betts is in for the third time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. Fouled off.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
A ball and 2 strikes now. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error in the ball game for the Dodgers to this point. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Runner at second, 1 away. And that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. Peralta going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Next up is Max Muncy. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 offering. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Dodgers leave 1. They lead it 1-0. Dustin May enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 85, Dustin May.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up Starling Marte.
The right fielder, Starling Marte.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch sends that one out of play for strike 1.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Nick Ahmed. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. Can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Stepping into the box, Ketel Marte. A hit in 2 tries so far. Late square, and this is popped up.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Scott Alexander takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. David Peralta stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
The 1-2. Drilled to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Muncy will win the race to first easily, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Arizona. Kike Hernandez is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Kike Hernandez.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0. A slider well off the plate. An easy take there. Taylor Clark will come on and get some work as he makes his second appearance so far this spring. Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
3-1 the count now. High in the air out to center field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Keibert Ruiz. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, I know it's his first game, but after 2 at-bats, he should be able to slow himself down a little bit. I expect him to have a nice AB right here.
Ruiz has been a great story in the baseball world lately. His game has taken some major strides since his early days in the minor leagues, and he's had to prove himself time and time again to get to this point.
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life? Grinded it out on the buses in the minor leagues. But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time. Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
Count even now at 1-1. Right side. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Dodgers out in front, 1-0. Kike Hernandez is the new center fielder after coming on as a pinch hitter during the last half inning. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up Eduardo Escobar.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Behind 0-2 now. And the pitch.
One ball, 2 strikes to count.
And it's fouled away. And right into the shift. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Carson Kelly. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bellinger's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now back. First base.
Striding in, Christian Walker. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A 1 pitch on its way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through for a hit. Bellinger fields cleanly.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Into the box now, Ildemaro Vargas. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0.
No, that's ball.
On a line, that's a base hit. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Walker is on his way home. He'll score, and the Diamondbacks have tied it. We're all square at 1 apiece.
You know, D-roll, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Cole Calhoun will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 56, Cole Calhoun.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Calhoun, a native of Arizona, he was an 8th round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Hernandez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 for the Diamondbacks on the RBI double. 7 complete here tonight, all tied at 1-1. Start of the 8th on its way, but first Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Thank you, Heidi. Riley Smith will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
Number 71, Riley Smith.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Ground ball right side. Oh, what a dive. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. The rain coming down as it is, we are in for a long delay. The hope is now that they can get this one in at some point.
Now, this is where it becomes tricky for the managers right now. You have your pitchers out there. You have to be careful not to hurt anybody. So I think the guys that are sitting in the bullpen are on red alert as the delay has begun. And I'm sure both of the managers have a pretty good idea of who's going to be the pitcher to go in after this delay.
Chris Taylor will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Andrew Chafin takes the mound now as the new pitcher following the rain delay that lasted an eternity, so it seemed, and it appears we're just about set to resume. This is line to left. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are two away now.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Corey Seager is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Fouled away. Here's the 2-2. Another one sent foul. The 2-2 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the inning kept alive now for Mookie Betts.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for LA. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Chris Taylor remains in the game, playing third after entering the game as a pinch hitter in the previous half inning. Blake Trinan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
This game for the Dodgers.
First offering on its way.
Number 70, DJ Peter. Now playing third base. Number 3, Chris Taylor.
Here comes the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. Stepping into the box, Nick Ahmed. He struck out while trying to lay down a bunt last time.
Yeah, and he just straight up whiffed on that 2-strike bunt attempt. And not to be too critical, but it wasn't the best of looks either.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Trinan originally hails from Kansas. He was selected in the 7th round back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. One out, nobody on. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes the center fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
The center fielder, number 4, Ketel Marte.
Mike Leake will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Pinch hitting for the Diamondbacks. Number 8, Mike Leake.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit the other way out toward right field. Peters is there. 2 down. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. From the stretch to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Still tied 1 apiece. Mike Leake will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
For the Diamondbacks. Now playing center field,
Jock Peterson is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
3-1.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1.
No, inside.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Ready with another 2-strike offering.
2-2.
Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. There to haul it in is Escobar, and that's the first out. Luke Raley will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. And he falls behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Ball 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Runners on the move for second. Here's a little chopper up the middle, and he can't make the play as he overruns it, but that should be scored as an infield single. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away. Will Smith will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Will Smith.
This is hit pretty well out to left field. Peralta going back, and this one will bounce into the wall.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Roy. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and
Hector Rondon enters the game with one gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 28, Hector Rondon.
2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Now batting.
So here's Austin Barnes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. Second and third, 2 away. 2 balls and a strike to count to Austin Barnes. Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit, and now the runner from third scores to give them a very important insurance run.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
A bouncer up the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Dodgers 3 and the D-backs. Zach Rex remains in the game, batting 8th and manning first base.
Now playing center field.
Terrence Gore will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now in left, number 27.
Luke Raley stays in the ballgame, batting number 8, and takes over in center field. Pedro Baez is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Now pitching for Los Angeles, number 52, Pedro Baez.
In now, Eduardo Escobar, and he will not be seeing the usual suspect close this game out, as he's been given the day off by his manager to get a little rest.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
Baez was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw is in time. Escobar is retired, and there's 1 away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Into the box now, Carson Kelly. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-1. It's bunted into the air. Throw to first in time, and the bunt attempt is foiled. Digging in and looking for more, Christian Walker. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. He's set. Here it comes. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
And it's fouled away.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Arizona down to its last strike. Swing and a miss got him reaching. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know